Yeah, basically this year for the Craft Hockeyville contest, we're sort of going back and taking a look at the cities and the towns who've won previously. So North Bay winning Craft Hockeyville in 2007, we're back here to see the impact that winning that contest has had on the community and of course on the game of hockey.
What are you hearing? What are people saying to you about what Hockeyville did for the city and what it's doing across the country?
Well, I think first and foremost is it brought the community together to do something big and made people within the community work as a team. And obviously here in North Bay, it helped the minor hockey and the numbers, and we're seeing women's teams and more boys teams and more minor hockey numbers here. And with the Lakers, that whole idea kind of stemmed from the fact that people came out and supported Craft Hockeyville, so they'll come out and support a university team. So I think it's had a great impact on the contest and a winning, and you can just tell that it brought this community together even more than it already was before.
In the last 2 years have been hard economically everywhere in the world. Are you seeing changes in hockey, or is there a digging deep in keeping this game alive?
Well, I think so. I think it's an expensive sport. There's no question about it. And I know the numbers in Canada right now are only growing because of women's hockey. So it's definitely a concern for Hockey Canada and even for the NHL to continue to support the game at the grassroots level. And the NHLPA does the same as well. So it is an expensive sport. So just finding ways to limit the costs and make sure that all kids have an opportunity to play, I think it's important for everyone who loves the game.
Is the game growing to an equality? Are you seeing women, getting that same support that the men's teams have enjoyed in the past?
It's funny, when I had an opportunity this morning to meet the Ice Bolts, and I was looking at their jerseys and their equipment, and they all have the same gloves and the same helmets, and that was something that I know my brother's teams had growing up, but for us it was kind of a mishmash, and whatever we could find, and we got these old cheap jerseys, and now to see the women's team, a great example here in North Bay that they're getting the same stuff, the cool equipment, and they're getting access to ice time. It's seen as they're taking it a little bit more professionally at the minor league level, and I think there's just more opportunity, which is really what it's all about, especially for female hockey. So it's definitely changed, and I think our team being successful at the Olympics and the U.S. being successful in 1998 and in Sweden and Finland and all these other countries that are doing great things internationally, I think it's helped the game overall.
And speaking of the Olympics, what do you think we're going to see this time around? What changes have happened, and who's going to come out on top?
Well, I think a really exciting thing for the 2010 Olympics in women's hockey is that Team Slovakia has made it to the Olympics for the first ever time, and in women's hockey, and it's obviously a great hockey nation. Zdeno Chara and Marian Gaborik and Marian Hossa. It's a huge hockey nation, so to see a women's team come out of there and be successful and make it to the Olympics first time is really, really big. And I think this Olympics will have the most parity in women's hockey that we've ever seen before. With this 4-year cycle, we've had the Swiss upset Sweden, we've had the U.S. upset Canada in the last 2 World Championships, and Finland upset the U.S., and Sweden upset Canada. So there's been a lot of great movement within the game that I think just makes it better and better.
Tell me what hockey did for you.
Well, I'd like to say hockey kind of is everything to me. It gave me my husband. We met through hockey. I have so many great friends that, I was just visiting Vicky Sanahari yesterday. She had 2 twin boys, and I was there babysitting all day, and, we'll be friends forever simply because we got to play hockey together. And I think more importantly, it taught me, my parents obviously taught me a lot about my morals and values, but I think hockey taught me about teamwork and hard work and discipline and all those things that I've taken on to my new career with Hockey Night, and so it's given me pretty much everything. It's been an amazing sport.